Hey everyone, this is the tutorial to my SHIFTY template. I just wanted to kind of run over this real quick, fairly simple template. So we'll just kind of start at the top here. I'm going to change this out to a new player and a new color scheme and everything else, so you'll kind of see what we do. So we'll start, the very first section is name. So I'll go ahead, use my text tool, get in here, change the name. Nico is the kid's name I'll be working with. All right, and you'll notice that these text layers are set up so they'll start right here on the edge of this line, so you can kind of keep that where it's at. It's got some effects, layer effects here you can turn on or off, just get a little more depth. All right, I'll collapse that and I'll move on. That's just the mesh design down here. If you look, see this crazy little mesh design in there. Let's see, so right in here, the text background 1. Only thing I'm going to change in here is going to be color. So let me go ahead and double click that. And I think for this, I'm going to use like a dark blue. Yeah, go a little darker, I think. Right in here. I'm just going to copy this. I'm on a Mac, so Command copy. Or sorry, Command C. All right, because I'll be using that color in other areas. Let's see, so I'll move on from that, but you can turn some of the other effects on or off. Let's see, I got the stroke here. You can change the color of that little outline stroke if you'd like. I'm going to leave it alone, but if you want to change it, just double click in here and you'll see here it's like a grayish color. The team I'm working with has some gray in their uniform, so I'm going to keep that there. I got some vignettes here. I'm going to keep those on. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and collapse that bottom text area. Right now, foreground, that's going to be this color in the kind of the fog you see up here in the front. I'm going to keep this. Actually, I want to paste this dark blue in here. I want to make it even darker though for that foreground color. Right in there. All right, I'm going to collapse. Let's see what else I have in here. Yeah, just some fog. Okay. All right, now my subject, I'm gonna just select the subject that's in there now. I'm gonna grab this dude and just drag him over here. And then I'm gonna position him kind of right where I want him. Let's see. I'll bring the knees just below his name here. About right there. Now deselect the other one. So now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to go back and change the, I want to desaturate down here. So I'm going to go back to the bottom text layer and go to the text background. I'm going to double click, and then when I'm back in this color selector, I'm going to use my, it automatically selects the eyedropper. I'm going to come right here on his jersey and grab that blue. And then I'm going to make it darker. Bam, right there. I'm going to Command C to copy that color again. Right there. All right, I probably should have done that first, so maybe just swap out the subject first. I want to collapse that top text. All right, same thing. I'm going to grab my text tool. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Select the Mustangs. This team is called the Destroyers. I'm glad this is doing that. It's a little big. That's okay. So I'm going to Command T on a Mac. I'm just going to change. I'm going to grab this top corner. I'm just going to drag it in until it's about even on both sides. All right, right there. That's where I like it. I'll grab. I'll select the basketball text here. Just type in baseball. check mark, and instead of 2024, I'm going to do 10U. That's the team they're on. You can just add another layer if you wanted to. You could have grabbed year and over here in the layers panel and just drug it down here to the little +1 like this, and it would have duplicated that, and you could have drug it down and just, I don't know. I like trying to keep it clean though, not too much text. All right, so I'm going to collapse that. Now background, this is where you're going to do most of your stuff here. So I'm going to go back to my move tool. So you'll see that's just some fog you can turn on or off in the background. This is your mesh within these panels, just like we had down here. Top. All right, so the top is just going to be that top color. So same thing, I'm going to come in here, and where I copied that color earlier, I'm going to paste it right there. So Command V on a Mac, and it's putting that color back on these layers. This is just some texture that I have. If you zoom in right here on this orange, it's just some texture. You can turn that on or off as well. Then the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to double click the effects. I'm going to change this to this red in his jersey. We're going to go a little darker on the red. Not that quite so dark. Let's say okay, okay. Zoom out, see what that looks like. I like that. All right, then just some more fog, and then this is a logo you can put in the background. You saw before where I had the Mustangs, and this is just a big horseshoe logo. I'm not going to use a logo with this one, so I'm just going to turn that off. You can drag your own logo in right here. Just click that layer, drag your other logo in, size it out however you'd like. And then last but not least is this background layer. I'm going to click in here. I think I'm going to do, let's try the blue again. So I'm going to put that blue back in there. You can keep it blue. Maybe I'll go lighter. Nah, I like the background dark personally, so I'll probably make it a darker blue. Let's see what this red looks like a real dark red. I think I like the blue, so I'm going to go back, Command V, and I'm going to just almost like a midnight blue back there. And that's really it. This should apply all over. I think I'm going to redo this foreground actually. Let's go back in here. I do have a color overlay you can add to the foreground. I forgot about that. So let's go in here and maybe make that a blue as well. That fixed it. Okay. Make it a little lighter if you'd like. Sorry, I forgot about that layer. It's kind of hidden there. So yeah, go in here and just play around with it. See what you come up with. I'd love to see what everybody does. So please send me what you do. If you have any questions, as usual, please contact me and I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.